Blessings and peace to you. This is SB Favor Thinking Podcast, and my name is SB Favor. How are you doing today? It is Monday, February 19, 2024. Another wonderful day to be thankful. And as I always say, if you focus on what is good, then you can project something good to happen when you focus on what is good, because there are no benefits. Focusing on all the negative things, there are no benefits in that. So focus on what is good. I hope everyone is having a very, very good Monday. And if you are out there traveling about today, make sure you keep yourself safe, keep your family members safe, do your part to stay safe, and always pray. Wash your hands. Use your hand sanitizer. That's right. Use your hand sanitizer, because the flu is still going around and people are still becoming ill. So we have to do our part to stay safe and just be clean. Don't you want to be clean? Yes. I always remind you of these things because I care. If you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favor, or you can give at Venmo at SB Favor. Thank you so much for your donations and your support. Before I give this inspirational quote, I would just like to say thank you to all of my listeners, those that listen to this podcast consistently, those that give to the podcast, those that share the podcast. Thank you. I am giving you a big virtual hug. I appreciate your encouragement. I appreciate your feedback on social media. I thank you so much. I have been going for a while with this podcast. It will be 3 years in July. So I just thank all of you for supporting the podcast. Well, my inspirational quote is, stop being typical. It is best to be different and absolutely unique. We were not made to be the same. Be the unique you. I am going to read that inspirational quote again. Stop being typical. It is best to be different and absolutely unique. We were not made to be the same. Be the unique you. Being unique has a special power that flows through you when you decide to just be different. And being different has everything to do with you just being the authentic you. Some people might say, oh, you are just like your mom. You are just like your sister. Oh, you're just like your cousin. But you aren't. You aren't. You are absolutely unique. Unfortunately, sometimes people act like other people and follow patterns of behaviors because they want to be accepted, because anything that does not fit in stands out. Yes, anything that does not fit in stands out. And what I mean by that is, when you walk in uniqueness, people will notice that you are different. And you won't fit every group, every crowd, every circle. You won't fit. Why? Because you are unique. When I see people acting like one another and just following patterns of behavior, being like one another, I start questioning, how is that possible when we all are unique? But I know it's possible to just be like somebody by being around them. Yes, that is possible. But the point of what I'm saying is this. I want to encourage you today to be the unique person you were created to be. You don't have to think about what people are going to say. You don't have to reason within yourself, but simply be who you are, because you are unique. All of us are distinctively different in some type of way, but because of norms in society, because of trends, because of what's the new thing to do, sometimes people follow like behavior. This inspirational quote is very, very personal to me. Why? Because as a little girl, as I was growing up, I was always told, in so many words, I didn't fit in. And so I experienced a lot of rejection. And I couldn't understand why I wasn't accepted. I couldn't understand why I wasn't accepted or good enough, so to speak. And I realized the reason why I wasn't accepted is because I was unique. People would question what nationality I was. People would say, well, who's Caucasian in your family? Your mom or your dad? Who's black and who's white? Who's Spanish? Who's this? Who's that? And so I didn't fit in the crowd where the black people were, and I didn't fit in the crowd where the white people were. I didn't fit in the crowd where the Spanish people were. I didn't fit anywhere. I didn't fit anywhere. So, and it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. It was difficult, but I always heard a voice in my mind saying, Shrey, you are enough. For those that don't know my real name, my government name is Shrey. And when I heard that voice tell me, you are enough, you are just unique, you are not like everyone, all of that discouragement and all of that rejection, it became zero. It started just fading away, fading away, fading away, because the love of God wrapped me so tight. All of that rejection and all of those things that people said to me, it became it became my power. So that's why I'm laughing about it now, because I can laugh about it. And I'm so thankful that I can laugh about it. But I just want to encourage you, listener. Be who you are. You don't have to do anything to be accepted by anyone. Be who you are respectfully. Yes, be who you are. Because we all are distinctively different. And if someone does not accept you for who you are, then guess what? Just keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No. keep on moving. That's right. Just keep on moving, because whoever doesn't accept you, there are many more that will accept you. Because your uniqueness has a power. What power I'm talking about? I'm talking about releasing a power according to that distinct nature no one has like you. And when you walk in your power of uniqueness, people will experience something with you they have never experienced before. Can you imagine if many people constantly walked in their uniqueness? And yes, many people do walk in their uniqueness, but there are many people that don't, because people follow norms and people follow trends and people follow what's the new thing to do. And we don't have to. You can be you. The way you dress, the way you wear your hair, the way you talk, the way you walk. You can be who you are. Absolutely, you can be who you are. People criticize me so much. They even criticize the way I walked. And they still do. Somebody said to me, oh, you walk like you dancing. And then somebody said, oh, you walk like you own everything. So how am I supposed to walk? I can't change how I walk to please someone else. I can't change for someone else. I have to be me because I love me. So this is for you, listener. Be encouraged to walk in your power to be you. Everybody's not going to love you. Everybody is not going to accept you all the time. But there will be many more for you than those that will be against you. Trust me. And I'm saying that to you because I can only think about what I went through as a child and what I went through as a young woman, trying to be who I wanted to be at that moment. I was criticized. I was rejected because I didn't talk like a typical woman and I didn't act like a prissy typical woman. Some people wanted me to be what they wanted me to be. And I just looked at them and I said, no, within myself, I said, no, I have to be what God wants me to be. I have to be me. And so I'm saying to you, be who you are. Love yourself, realize you are enough, and walk in the power of your uniqueness. Don't let someone tell you about who you really are. Learn and understand who you really are. And do all that you know to do to be the real you, being confidently assured you are enough. Because it is important to simply walk in your uniqueness. Because if you walk in your uniqueness, people will experience something with you they have never experienced before. You don't have to be typical and follow patterns of behavior that are considered to be norms. And we don't have to do things just because our mother did it or our cousin did it. We don't have to. We don't have to. So thank you so much for listening to SB Favorite Thinking Podcast. Please share this podcast with others. And once again, if you would like to give to the podcast, you can give at Cash App, $SB Favorite, or you can give at Venmo. And if you need to reach me, you can reach me at sbfavorite@yahoo.com via email. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I also have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. I am there. Once again, please share the podcast with others and leave me some feedback on YouTube and share the podcast with others. I appreciate you so much, listeners. I'm going to read that inspirational quote one more time. Stop being typical. It is best to be different and absolutely unique. We are not made to be the same. Be the unique you. Listeners, big virtual hug I'm giving you. Have a good day. Thank you for listening and talk to you soon.